Lexington, Louisiana. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the Georgia Southern Eagles and the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Checking in with Louisiana Tech's head coach pregame. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out of the gun, the give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Johnson looking to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. Makes a grab deep. Off and running. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. He'll start this drive firing. Looking to the big tight end. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. A low line drive and not his best work. He's got it. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Johnson wants to throw it. Scrambling away. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Bradshaw. Could be an alley. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
He's tackled at the 12-yard line. First down for the offense.
And the Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. The quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that third down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's Finley. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
First down for
The Bulldogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Off the play fake on first down. They get to him as he throws. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Completes it in the middle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Lost to throw again. It's complete to the right. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. From the shotgun, the inside give. Maybe a crease. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Johnson looking to throw. Stepping to the right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Offense going to be challenged to protect on 3rd down after that last sack. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Right on the money. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
To the air, it's Baker. Bringing the heat. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You just need to have more efficiency in the passing game. This guy completed exactly 50% of his throws the last game out. Not good enough. And he's below that number in this game. Still not good enough.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
What's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the first.
Might have a chance. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Johnson wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Floating away. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Baker. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this off.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Eagles! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. Runs through a man. He might have some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
That makes the score. Georgia Southern, 34. Louisiana Tech, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside, it's Miller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pocket breaking down. Avoids pressure on the right. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's going to take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And man, oh man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Like, last possession was your 4th pick, and coming out, throwing again. They've got to find some way to settle this dude down or settle his behind on the bench and find somebody else that can make some plays.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires quickly. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone. And that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime. But they've got to play much better in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They get to him, and now they'll face a 3rd and long. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. He's out past the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down.
He lofts one down the sideline. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. Lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 5 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's Ole Miss in front right now as they look to get back over 500. And this is kind of the point in the season where you find out who you are. Week 5, a crossroads. Can this group find the right path?
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Baker. Here comes the heat. A strike downfield. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. To the air on first down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Georgia Southern will snap it in the red zone. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He's got the tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
And if you're the head coach, you are absolutely loving this. You're up big on the scoreboard because your defense keeps getting takeaways, and on offense, in sudden change situations, you're turning it into touchdowns. That right there, phenomenal job. Great decision by the quarterback. He finds his open man. They connect. Everything going their way, David.
And I love when they stay aggressive after a turnover. That is the number one thing we're always yelling in the huddle as a defense. Sudden change, sudden change. They want to capitalize on the momentum, and they did. They stayed aggressive, continuing to add to this lead, doing what they want when they want.
Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Baker. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the left. Turns on the Jets. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. He wants it all. To the end zone and it's picked off.
And this guy's showing off his... It's again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard.